Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Celebrating Differences and Overcoming Adversity Big Welcome Back Assembly. I am so excited. We have so many of you here, and it is just wonderful that you are joining us. I have opened a poll. If you could answer how many of you are sat there watching us right now, and after the session, we will let everybody know how many of you there are. We are hoping this will be our biggest ever assembly, and we will have more than 500,000, so that's 500,000 children and your teachers as well joining us today. Thank you so much, and we hope you've had a wonderful start to the new school year and you're enjoying being back in school. I can see the chat window, everybody's introducing themselves and saying whereabouts you are. All over the UK, people are joining us today. I'm going to be the presenter of today's assembly, and I'm joined by Mrs. Booth, the head teacher of Boston St Nicholas Primary, and some of the children there, which you can see waving at you on the screen right now. Please do use the chat window to interact with us. I do want this to be an interactive session, so we're going to do lots of learning together and learning from each other as well. So this is great. So we're just going to get going. I just wanted to start the session, and this is very exciting for us. So we are all, and this is you as well, we are all in the news today. This is fantastic and really exciting. So on News Round, this assembly is being covered. So if you go to News Round later on after the session, you can see the story all about this morning's big assembly. And we would love you to share all of your pictures and any thoughts and comments from the session, and it might be on X or on Facebook or anywhere else that you use for social media. If you use the hashtag biggest assembly, and we will share as much of that as we can, and we will get together all of the photos and everything that you're doing. So once again, thank you very much for joining us today and being part of the news as well in today's big news. So it wouldn't be a Picture News assembly if we didn't start with a big picture from what's happening in the news. The picture that we're going to start with, some of you may have seen, so you may have already have some responses prepared for this, which is great. So we're going to show the image in a second, and what I want you to do is think about your responses to these questions that you can see on the screen. So I want you to think about what you can see, what you like about the picture, any questions that you would like to ask, and what you think might be happening. So you can make a prediction. And I know some of you, if you've covered this already, if you've seen this picture already, you might already know. So we can see if anybody can get this one correct. So here is the image that we're going to show you. So those questions again. So what can you see? What can you see there? What do you like about this picture? Any questions, anything you'd like to know? And can you make a prediction about what might be happening? So we've got lots of people, old and young, loads of people, community getting together. Lots of different ages of people. A question is, why are they standing there? Are they crowding around a house? People working together. And someone is saying, where are they? Why are there so many people together? Why do they have sweeping brushes? Some great questions. Are they gathering for a speech? Interesting. Is it a celebration? Where are they from? And Miss Parker's class have asked, why are they holding sticks? excellent. We've got lots and lots of questions. And if anybody knows, or if anybody can remember, if you covered this in your last Pitch News Assembly, can anybody remember what this is and what is happening here? I think a few people have mentioned it. So a few people have said, is it a community fundraiser? Somebody has mentioned where it is. Well done for everybody that has said Middlesbrough, a big community clear up. Well done. A community cleaning up their streets, communities coming together to support. Well done, everybody who, and thank you so much for all of your excellent contributions and thoughts and questions. So this was, if you can remember, over the summer, there were lots of protests and riots. And in some towns and cities, and you might have been familiar with this where you're from, there was some damage caused to some buildings and some areas and some streets. And this photo is following, it's in Middlesbrough, as a few of you have mentioned. The next day, somebody posted shared a post on social media saying, let's all get together and clean up the town. Let's fix things that are broken. Let's all come together. And that post was shared in lots of different groups and lots of different communities. You can see people of all different ages, different faiths, all kinds of different people you can see there came together to repair the damage and do a big cleanup, as lots of you have mentioned. So that was our picture. And Emily says, standing for a gathering or celebration. We like that lots of people are coming together and going to do some cleaning and people helping. Wonderful. Thank you so much for all of your thoughts and comments on that picture. We're going to talk a little bit more about communities now and what communities mean. So I'm going to ask you now to think about your own school community. So you've had a whole summer where you've been away from school and you've come back. So your sense of community might be even stronger now you're back at school. So I want you to answer these questions. So thinking about your own community, who is part of your school community? So who's in your school community? And then the second question is, what makes us the same as everyone in our school community, and what makes us different? And then the final question on there is, how do you make sure everybody feels included, happy, and safe? I'll just give you a couple of moments to share those responses in your classes or in your hall or wherever you are together, and then you can jot some responses in the chat window. Okay, I'm going to start reading some of your responses. Feel free to keep sharing them and I'll keep checking and sharing some of the responses. So who is part of your school community? Lots and lots of excellent answers here. Mr. B says, head teacher, teachers, friends, support staff, children, and then in brackets, we are the best. L. Robertson says, teachers, friends, dinner ladies, cleaners, families, head teacher, governors. If you've got any other responses, the school council, our class is our community. Thanks, Moonstone class, for sharing that. Everyone at school, so everyone involved in school. Thank you very much for that. And then we've got some really good responses for things that make us the same and things that make us different. So let me read some of those. Let me find some of these responses. So we've got our religions or the faith maybe make us different. Uniforms might unite us. That's a good one. Make us the same. Skin colour. Playing together. Working together. Where you're born, where we live. Our likes and dislikes make us different. So yes, so your personalities. Our interests. Mrs. Taff says we're all taught by teachers. We're all human, our uniforms, similar ages and stages of life. These are excellent. And please feel free to read each other's as well. There are so many comments in the chat. I can't read them all, but please feel free to read them all. Someone as well has mentioned, someone else part of their community is their lollipop lady. And I like this comment, our differences make us unique. Lots of different things. And I'm just going to ask you now to focus on the final question. How do you make sure, this is a really important one, everyone feels in your school community, it feels welcome, included, happy and safe? So we've got lots and lots of people saying being kind. So kindness is a great one. Supportive for everybody else. Treating everybody equal. Treating everybody with respect. Smiling, I like that one. Spreading joy, thank you, that's Rachel and your class. Thank you for sharing that one. Friendships make us feel safe and happy. And learning about others' cultures, interests, food will make us, that will make you feel welcome. Showing respect no matter who they are or where they come from, helping others, working as a team, school values, after school clubs. Thank you, Miss Jones, for your class's contribution. Some great responses here. Thank you for those. Keep adding them in and keep reading each other's. After the session, we will send the slides for you to go over the recording, and you'll also see the chat. So if you want to go through any of the responses or share any of those, you're able to do that. Now, at this point, I am going to introduce, and you can see them sat beautifully, and they've been waiting for their moment to shine. I'm going to introduce Mrs. Booth, who is the head teacher of Boston St Nicholas Primary School, and some of the children there. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Katie, and everybody. Our chat is going crazy. We're just wishing we could contribute, but we are in spirit contributing. It's amazing to be with you this morning from our school in Lincolnshire on the east coast of England, celebrating what it means to be different. We are all different. We were just having a conversation just now about how that makes us treasures. It makes us gifts. And it's those gifts that we need to use as tools to change the world. We need to use them to shine. And the children are going to talk to you a bit more about that in a moment. But I read something earlier this week about the difference between belonging and fitting in. And what I read was that the opposite of belonging is having to fit in. Because when you belong, you're accepted just as you are. You're celebrated, you're given a voice. And every time that happens, we feel safe to show ourselves and we find ways to speak openly. And that's what you're going to see this morning from our children and from the video that they've prepared, how, as part of Infinity Academies Trust, we use our diversity to widen our view on this amazing world and help to sharpen our understanding about what it means to be human, because there's so much to see. So it's my pleasure to introduce Daly.
Hello.
Taya.
Hello.
Susanna.
Good morning.
Vanessa.
Hello.
Charlie.
Hello.
And Neve. It's over to them.
At St Nicholas of England Primary Academy, we are a family. We come together every day with one purpose: to let our light shine.
We believe that everybody has a light, that unique gift that makes us special. We are the light of the world, and we can use the light to change the world.
At St Nicholas Primary Academy, we value every single person for their individual identity and we relish the chance to show our unity when we proudly wear our uniform. Putting on our uniform lets the world know that we want everyone across our community to feel welcome, included, seen, heard, valued, safe, and loved.
Across our community, we speak more than 20 different languages. I wonder how many of you speak a different language. Maybe you could learn to say hello in another language. In my home language, you say Cześć.
In my home language, we say labas.
In Romania, you say bună.
You have a go at saying one of those.
Having so many different cultures.
Having so many different cultures in one place makes our school family different, and we believe being different is a good thing that should be celebrated. We have two special pieces of artwork in our school. The first is a mural at the front of the school that inspires everyone entering our building to shine. The second is a project called Home. This is a colourful montage of suggestions from people across our community that represent what home means to them. It has words, images of buildings, clothing, and landmarks from around the world on it so that everyone feels like there is a piece of home in their school.
We have lots of colourful displays everywhere, which we feel very proud of and that inspire us to shine wherever we are.
St. Nicholas is a great place to be every day. Everybody feels like they belong here. It feels like home, and we miss being here when it's the school holidays.
Sometimes we have tricky times when we have to use our values to learn about and from people's differences. We always listen, ask questions, try to understand others, and share our feelings in a way that is respectful.
We promote the protected characteristics and have developed a wheel to communicate what you can expect from us when you become part of our family.
Collective worship is the heartbeat of our school day. We join together to celebrate, reflect, worship, think, pray, consider, talk, sing, dance, and connect with each other. Everyone is invited, everyone is included, and it is a great daily reminder of the amazing school family we belong to. This helps to remind us that we are better together. We all belong here and everyone is loved. We are part of Infinity Academy's trust. Therefore, we know we are part of a larger family of schools who all share one goal: to ensure everyone is ready to learn and prepare to flourish. Please take a moment to watch our video so you can see for yourself how brightly we all shine at St. Nicholas Church of England Primary Academy.
Hi, welcome to our school family.
Olá, como estás?
Merhaba.
Cześć.
Привет. Швейка.
Bună la toți!
Servus. Labas. Ciao.
Aš savo šiuose išklaido, aš gerus dalykus aš darau.
I shine my light by bringing my unique skills to school every day and helping everybody that needs my help.
I show my light by showing curiosity, especially in maths, which I love.
I let my light shine by smiling, and then other people smile back.
The school has helped me shine my light and build my confidence. It is an amazing school. My daughter loves this school. It's like the extended family that we haven't got, and I love it.
I let my light shine by creating unity within the school and ensuring all the children attend school to receive the best in education.
I let my light shine by showing our school values all the time: love,
hope, unity, curiosity, integrity.
I like shine by showing integrity all the time.
I let my light shine by helping everyone after school clubs.
I let my light shine by being helpful and being respectful.
I shine my light by seeing a need and filling a need and helping everybody with whatever they need.
So now you've heard how we all shine, how are you going to let your light shine?
So I would like now, first of all, to say a huge well done and thank you to the pupils at St Nicholas. Well done, everybody. And there has been so many wonderful comments and messages about how incredible your presentation was. So thank you so much for joining us. And we've also in the chat got some lovely, if you can see the chat window, lots of different ways of greeting each other in different languages and in different places. So thank you very much for everybody sharing that. That is excellent. I would like now just to give you a couple of moments. So you've heard how lots of the children at St Nicholas let their light shine, and some of the staff as well. Can you think of how your light shines? And this is really thinking about you as an individual, you as a person. How does your light shine? And then I'll share some of those.
Don't forget to check our website and get in touch with us. We always love making new friends. Thank you for listening.
Oh, thank you so much. And lots of different ways that your lights are shining in the chat window. We've got taking care of each other, being my best self, helping others, being kind, showing respect, and playing football, helping other people smile. Oh, that's a lovely one. Trying our hardest to work, by helping everyone no matter what. These are wonderful, and these are very, very uplifting to read on a Friday morning. Thank you so much. Please carry on reading, everyone's, and carry on typing into there. And then we've got a huge list of all the ways that our lights are shining. Thank you so much. Okay, we're now going to move on to British values, and we're going to think a little bit about how all of this ties together and celebrating our differences, overcoming adversity, how this is connected with British values. So what I would like to know now is what you already know about British values. So what do you know about what the British values are and what they mean? So we've got democracy, tolerance, well done everybody, showing respect, rule of law, well done everybody. Very impressive, very quick as well, typing those in. So we're going to look a little bit about British values. So we have one of our teachers, Joe, came up with an acronym to help you remember the British values. I really do matter. And this is really thinking about what they are and the role really of the British values in your school community, in your wider community, and why they are important. So we've got individual liberty. And I won't read all of these, but you'll have a copy of this if you want to print it and put it somewhere in your classroom. You can do after the session. Rule of law is the R, democracy, and then mutual respect and tolerance. And then you can see there's some questions along the top. How can I make a difference? Can I be friends with somebody who doesn't believe the same things as I do? What do I do if I don't think something is right or fair? So this is where it all comes in together. So thank you very much for sharing those. And that's a nice acronym for you. I really do matter. Okay, so this week's story. So looking at our poster and our community. So we're really focusing on mutual respect and tolerance, respect and learn from each other's differences, and always treating others as we want to be treated. And I know lots of people mentioned that in their light shining, treating others as they want to be treated. And so that's really a really important one from this session. So now we're going to look at two things now: celebrating differences and also celebrating similarities. So first of all, I want you to think about our differences. In what ways are we different from each other? So thinking about your classroom, the other children in your class, in your school, your wider community, what ways are some of the ways that we're different? I'll let you type those in. And the idea really is learning about our differences can help us to understand each other better. Got lots and lots coming through. Skin colour, different religions, likes and dislikes, boys and girls, personalities, appearances, eye colour, hair colour, our names, our languages, our voices, maybe how we sound, different areas that you play in at playtime for different classes, different hobbies. Excellent. These are wonderful. Thank you very much for listing all of these. So there's so many ways in which we're different. And you can see that we've got a little list there. See if there's any more that you can add to it. We can celebrate our differences. And these are some of the ways that we can do that. So we can listen. We can listen to others. That's a really important one. We can ask questions to learn about people who are different from us. We can find out more about the different faiths, the different cultures and experiences that others might have to you. We can make everybody feel included and welcome, and trying to understand and share the feelings of others. And always saying please and thank you as well, your manners as well, and thanking each other. Now we're going to think about what we have in common. So now can you think about, so we are all very different, but then we also have things that are similar. So what kind of things do we have in common? And these are some of the things that will also unite us as well. Lots and lots of things. We're all human. Lots of people saying. See if you can jot down a few more. Same uniform. We all go to the same school, part of the same school community. We might all be friends, have the same values, so they might have the same school values that you all celebrate together. You live in the same area. We all have feelings. We all want to be happy. All children. Excellent. So lots and lots of things. Someone says we're all special. We all celebrate the same school values and follow the same school rules. Thank you for sharing those. We're all friends. Excellent. And carry on typing those and carry on reading each other's. And we'll just move on to the next part. So sometimes we're going to talk about adversity now. So adversity is a difficult event or situation that might happen, or something that you experience in your life. And I just want you to have a little think now. Have you ever faced, can you think of a time when you faced a difficult situation and how you overcame it? So what happened in that situation? And I will give you a couple of minutes just to maybe have a little think and then share with your teachers some of the responses to this. So I'll start reading some of these out. So lots of people saying lockdown. So during the pandemic, lots of people found that really difficult. And then have a think about, how did you overcome that? So one school have said, we had a fire at our school and we were so patient and sensible and no one was hurt. So that was how they handled that really difficult situation. So somebody has said challenges with times table. So maybe finding something in your learning that was particularly hard, and then asking parents to help or support, or you might ask friends. And a few people have mentioned swimming as well. So finding maybe things that you're, as I say, things that you're learning very challenging. Riding a bike, we've got Miss Knowles, keep practicing, keep trying. Moving house and moving school. Support of each other, relying on friends and making new friends. Doing something lots of times to face my fear. Thank you very much for sharing that one. Lots of different examples there. Thank you for sharing those. And it's very normal to have a different emotional response to difficult situations that you might find yourself in. So you can see there's different emotions, and it's normal and expected to feel different ways. And I think sometimes it's really important, and it can really help, and lots of people have mentioned this, to talk to others and to share how you're feeling. That can really, really help in those situations. And often in difficult situations, and particularly lots of the examples that you've given, you might not have control over them. So you might not be able to control what's happened or when it happens. And you also can't control how other people respond to that. What can you control? When you go through a difficult time, what is in your control? So lots of people are saying you can control yourself, your reaction, how you feel. Yeah, exactly. So you're able to control yourself and that, and it's important how you choose to respond, and some of the different things that you might do. And we've had lots of examples of asking for help, talking to friends and family, using your community and the people around you. And these are some of the things that might help. So when you're facing adversity or you're facing a really difficult time, so things like hope, love, resilience, focus. So lots of people mentioned learning to ride a bike or learning to swim. So trying, keep your focus there. Forgiveness, if somebody has done something maybe to you and that maybe they've apologized for. Confidence, having confidence in yourself. Respect, maybe respect for others. A positive attitude. So someone's just put changing your mindset. That's a great one. And faith as well. Don't give up. We've got lots of excellent additions to this. Growth mindset. Thank you very much for sharing these. Keep persevering. Courage. Never stop believing in yourself. Thank you very much. These are wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all of these. Take slow, deep breaths. That's a great practical piece of advice. Thank you very much. So there's so many different things that we can do, and so many different people we can talk to that we can use to help us. And just to finish now, I want you to think about your own community. This might be your local community, your school community, your wider community. Who can you turn to for help and support? Who do you feel in your community is helpful for you? And what other benefits do you think there are to being part of a community? Can you think of all the different benefits? So we've got lots of teachers, friends, trusted adults, parents and guardians, police, mum and dad, friends, Special 5. Someone says the school counsellor. So many different people that you might turn to, brothers and sisters, an adult you trust. Lots of people saying their friends as well. Very, very important, your friends and your network and your community there. And pets as well. So that's a really important one. So you might want to talk to one of your pets that you feel that you feel safe talking to them about things that are on your mind. Grandparents, cousins, so many different people that you can turn to. Thank you. And Mero Federation have said, a community means that you always have somebody who can help you. That's a wonderful statement. Thank you very much for adding that. And I'm going to end this session here. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody for joining us. And we will add up the total and we'll find out how many children and adults we've had joining us today. And a especially extra big thank you to the children at St Nicholas for joining us and your incredible presentation, and to Mrs. Booth as well. And so thank you very much.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you very much, everybody. And I hope you have a wonderful Friday ahead.